ZEZ TV, second word. ZBVI, third word. WZMGZORLM, fourth word. LM, fifth word. XM. Zdum zum was mangzorlam lam kz. Zezdub 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 zum was mangzorlam lam kz. Now, some people would say the demoniac Svima chant or something else 71 times because this is Dantalion or Dantalion. But I like to say such things enough to feel sort of a change. As a duke, I believe there's 22 of the Luciferian entities in the Goetia. They're called up by the traditional practitioner in the mornings in clear weather. But all my Like the Goetia workings started in the evening. By the evening, I mean between sunset and dusk. Some of them went hours after dusk, but they all started during that time. The demonic raking system of twisted psychologists says that Dantalion seems like it can be really trusted and betray the trust easily. Some say it can help in understanding the psychology of others and their actions, and as a guide to the beauty of the world. Your standard grimoire says that it appears as the likeness of various men and women. It's a great duke, mighty, over 36 legions, with a book in its right hand. I don't think it carries a Zachariah Sitchin book or anything like that, but, well, I read a lot of books, but some would say it's more like a grimoire or spell book or a demonic Bible or something like that. Would make sense if you're worshiping a demon for it to show up with a demonic Bible, but to teach arts, science, knowing the thoughts, changing the wills of people, and obviously showing the likeness, incurring love. It's sort of the pornography demon. Back before people had pornography, they'd summon up a demon to see men and women engaged in things, and okay. Makes as much sense for a demon to be helping out that sort of thing. Michael Ford says it aids in empathy and emotional intelligence. Sounds more like a physical thing rather than emotional, but Black Witch Coven says that it appears in a cowl or a robe, and as a demon of altered states and secret councils. Iron and plutonium, rather than copper, would be the metals, according to the Black Witch Coven. Purple is the color, Mars and Pluto, rather than Venus. Stephanie Connolly says it belongs to no other hierarchies. And when I get into the language section, I'm going to prove that wrong. That there is other reference to Dantalion outside of the Goetia. Arthur Donahue, I believe, says that it's like a brain with a large hole and an eye. And it speaks in riddles about astronomy, stuff out in the universe, and math, and unknown physics. Yes, you trust an entity. Yeah, this stuff's not known, but of course, one of the points I made with the ancient aliens and all that was that you actually do have entities that have taught humans things that they couldn't have quite seen. Says that it's James Donahue says that it's like a... Oh, I can't even read that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move on. E through F major are the traditional Venusian sounds. F sharp, I'm going to share my experiences with this ritual as I go on. 2011 will be the first. E through F sharp is the traditional sound. F through F major. F sharp, Mixolydian, and mode 5 is the O and A attributions. 221.23 hertz is A, A1 over 442.5 hertz over 440 hertz, and 96 centimeters. Plus 9.6 centimeters. So that's 103.7 beats per minute in the 32nd octave. The scents that would be used could be allspice, henna, patchouli, almond, lady's mantle, pennyroyal, althea, coltsfoot, lovage, horage, asafoetida, ambergris, damiana, maiden's hair, yohimbe, goticola, benzoin, deer's tongue, marjoram, wisteria, peppermint, blueberry, dittany, melitot, violet, pomegranate, burdock, dogwood, motherwort, vetiver, primrose, honeysuckle. I got a honeysuckle bush, but no honeysuckle yet. We're still having frost at night and whatnot, so it's funny that the scents that one needs during the ideal time aren't available, so I guess dry them for later. Calamus, elder, musk, vervain, red clover, catnip, cardamom, muskroot, thyme, red sandalwood, cherry, lemon verbena, myrtle, strawberry, rose, civet, life everlasting, orchid, spearmint, salep, clover, lily of the valley, oregano, sapimento, and savory. And something that I would recommend experimenting with, like the round, chits, Dantalion, or various things. Experiment with the round at the very least before one gets into the larger rituals, because you may notice a feeling. And as I've shared in some of my experiences, sometimes the one that's not the ideal one actually creates a different sort of feeling with it that you're... Okay, where am I? Okay, Dantalion, is it with thaw? But this would have been in 2011, Monday the 21st. No, not Monday 1st. Okay. I am sorry for the delay here. Sunday the 20th. Not the 20th. Maybe I'm on this page, yeah. Yes, you can even burn a... While I'm looking for it, okay, a certain Enochian, 12th Enochian key, forge large swords, something smaller each, all held up by a block. The wands went away through the 15th. What day is it? Okay. Okay, I actually do have a... Dantalion is given an experience on Thursday the 10th of March, 2011, 6:45 to 7:10 p.m. Like in the other experiences of the rite, I felt the descending presences. I also felt a warm rush upwards as the strange appearances and morphing. So that kind of resembles the what we were looking at. I am sorry I had it flipped to the wrong page, but let's perhaps mention the ancient Egyptian before we go on. And so Dunti is said to be a form of Ra. A lot of these Goetia ones have links to Ra. The Wa Nature is said to be the star of a god, and Rajrat Yanu is Tem, Shu, Tefnet, Osiris, and Thoth. Thoth is also very common. Tranu is the 4 long-haired ones. The implication is beard. Can't quite grow a demonic-looking beard, if that's what a demonic-looking beard is supposed to be, but there we are. And 2012 would be the next, but I'm going to jump ahead and mention the 8:19 through 9:04 p.m. experience from Monday, the 11th of March, 2013. But let's see some of the language involved therein. Oh yeah, 17:23 through 39, 7:20 through 29, 9:50 through 54, or things chosen from Quran, Genesis 6:1 through 13, 1 Corinthians 6:17 through 19 were also used in the ritual. Done is for a long time, long ago. Do I only have one Greek word? Okay. Donatio is be powerful. Donatos is able, strong, mighty, powerful, fit. Apt, noble, possible. Laena is lioness. Laeno is polish, smooth, make agreeable, round in a mortar. Liano, okay, same thing. Don uo, shake, stir, drive about, be agitated. And commentator Dina, whirlpool, eddy. Dinah, a certain person who cannot or will not name. Okay, and that was all Greek. And from Latin we have dentio, to cut the teeth. Dentifrangibulus. Oh, that'd be a great name for a child. Dentifrangibulus, yes. A toothbreaker. So, knocking out whole teeth. Dentatus is toothed, having teeth, worked with teeth. Dentalia is the share beam of a plow. So, this experience that I said I would share, 8:19 through 9:04 p.m. I was very aware. I heard like a long, soft growl. I was centered in the prayer space as I circled it. You know, because in the ritual, I would circle making sounds, in this case, 71 times. I felt heady and tingly. I was extra sensitive to the touch. I saw a neon green glow. It showed patterns when it moved. I started to feel warm and flowy. Pain and stiffness disappeared. It was like I was in a dark blue whirlpool, visually. It spun counterclockwise. At one point, a shadow overshadowed the candlelight. At 9:07, my state of being returned to normal. And I'm going to pick another thing for Andrilphus, Adir Malik, Adrilphas. Isaiah 37, 36 through 38 was included in the ritual. 2 Kings 17.2, that's 0.27 through 41, 19:29 through 37, Romans 12, 1 through 4, Galatians 6, 3 through 13, and Genesis 1, 26 through 28 were extra verses. And I will mention more of these extra verses in the writings, or maybe further videos that outline the extra rituals, the extra things that I've found for these operations. But this was Tuesday, the 12th, 2013. 8:13 to 9:03 p.m. I was very calm and content. I felt a presence in the northeast. Not this room, by the way. I felt buzzy. The white walls glowed a fluorescent yellow. I felt pressed down upon. I trembled joyously. I tingled and shuddered euphorically. I saw a milky white pattern thickly fill the room. I saw a pink and lavender haze above me in the west before the dark mirror. At 9:08 p.m., the warmness left, and I returned to a normal state of being. And if one remembers from my demons in the outer darkness ritual, or some other such thing, that the colors sort of form a pattern of what you're going to see, or what you may see within these rituals. And you'll, if you do more than one, you may notice some correlations. But, okay. 2012 is going to be the last experience I share, I think. Or at least something from 2012. But there's a lot of the language in the Aramaic, or the whatever to go through. Welsh, feather, colon. Okay, no, I'm considering something else there. But the experience would have been March 9th, again, 2012, between 6:48 and 7:14 p.m. Nutsol means to deliver, recover, rid, escape, rescue, spoil, take. Al-Yun, high, upper, higher, highest, above, uppermost. Ailan, tree. Alun, oak, plain. Lathia, plant. Natha, plant, fasten, planter. Nathil, burden, bear. Nuthel, lift, bear, take, offer. Burden, weighty. Lana, an unknown bittery plant, but it could be wormwood or hemlock. Lan is bitter, also forms the word for curses in some of the Semitic language. Lan, Tla is hang. Hatul is deceiver, mocker. Hatul, twist, deceive, mock, deceitfully. Tla, hang, bent. Tli, quiver. Tol, hang, rope, deceive. And remember that some of these words will tell you more about the entity, and I've done research after having some experiences and found that there's a lot of truth to that. It's like, oh, its name kind of means this too, so that makes sense. Or someone else's experience can be interpreted that way. Nuth is shake or move. Natha is spread, stretch, incline, turn, bow, decline, pitch. And I will take a request for what the special effect when I share the experiences if I see it. Nuth, spread, squash, seed basket, bed. Loon is stay, in, lodge, night, abide, remain, tarry, continue, dwell, endure, left, lie, L-I-E. Yuna is a dove or pigeon. Yoon is mire or miry. Yin is wine. Thalthala is scattering, captivity. Theel is spread or hammered. Thul is cast, carry away, send out. Thla is lamb. Thla was lamb, and thla is spotted, diverse colors, clout, lamb. Thul, scatter, dew, heap, strength, shadows. Okay. Dean is judge, plead the cause, contend, strife, judgment, execute, out, use, plea. Adon is base, socket, foundation. Dune is lord, owner, master. Den, rule, ruler, quarrel, the door of life, judge. Okay, that appears to be it, so let's go to the experience. Yeah, I like that one. 6:48 to 7:14 p.m. And I don't see any extra rituals. I don't see any extra details being shared here, but I felt a sense of wonder. I rumbled from above to under. Among the psychedelic patterns, I saw yellow light behind me that was not in accord with the lightning. I felt a presence extending from the north to the southeast behind me. It was not a still presence, but it was big. I grew tingly. My skin vibrated, which is not a common experience among my mystical experiences, by the way. I felt adrift, but very still. I was the anchor and the boat it was attached to. I grew more and more numb. When I reached a certain numbness, I started to have a cooling pleasure pour down me in jolt after jolt. I sat back up more. I felt very large. It seemed to speed up faster and faster. I noticed a sort of rain and cloud around me, except before me. It extended 3 or so feet in whatever direction. There was a pattern, mist, before me. My skin felt moved, as if I was being blasted with bubbles. Okay, I used the wrong effect. I still shaked irregularly as I was writing down the account. But if one remembers, I have shared my experience of the 23rd Enochian Aethyr on this page, and elsewhere. Maybe even I've said something that wasn't said on this page. But it was like, before I was even doing this Like the Goetia work, years before, I had this experience. It was like beings that looked like the sigillium, the sigilia, that's a plural, of the Goetia. But these were living beings, and they came into my chest and out of my chest, and they went into this building, and there was writing on each side of the walls, and it's like they were carrying the signs of the governors. And the one said something to the effect of, you know, I spoke behind an image and confusion became worship. You know, it didn't want to be worship, it just showed up and to talk to some mystic or somebody who's able to witness it. And I decided, oh, this thing must want me to treat it like a god or something. But blue quartz, for me, is a good symbol of the issue of work, because it's one of those things that you find in the Stonehenge, which, yes, somebody commented on the page, it wasn't the Druids, but the Druids used it. But anyways, here goes with the yawn, 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 yawn. Oh, you heavens which dwell in the 23rd Aethyr, the Aethyr that sustains equilibrium becomes motion. Who protects the process of becoming, who brings labor, who names mighty in the parts of the earth and execute the judgment of the highest. To you it is said, behold the face of your God, the beginning of comfort, whose eyes are the brightness of the heavens, which provided you for the government of the earth and her unspeakable varieties, furnishing you with a powerful understanding to dispose all things according to the providence of him that sitteth on the holy throne, and rose up in the beginning, saying, the earth, let her be governed by her parts, and let there be division in her, that the glory of Ix may be always drunken and vexed in itself. Her courses let it run with the heavens, and as a handmaid let her serve them. One season let it confound another, and let there be no creature upon or within her the same. All her members let them differ in their qualities, and let there be no one creature equal with another. The reasonable creatures of the earth, men, let them vex and weed out one another. And the dwelling places, let them forget their names. The work of man and his pomp, let them be defaced. His buildings, let them become caves for the beast of the field. Confound her understanding with darkness. For why? It repenteth me. I made man. One while let her be known, and another while a stranger, because she is the bed of an harlot, and the dwelling place of him that is fallen. O you heavens, arise! The lower heavens underneath you, let them serve you. Govern those that govern. Cast down such as fall. Bring forth with those that increase, and destroy the rotten. No place let it remain in one number. Add and diminish until the stars be numbered. Arise, move and appear before the covenant of his mouth, which he hath sworn unto us in his justice. Open the mysteries of your creation and make us partakers of undefiled knowledge. Madreax des Pravlin. Madreax des Pravtor. Kesanizimp. Zaxanin. Ronomb. Onizimp, Zaxanin, Mikausanir, Kausgod, Fifis, Baus, Izrasiaida, Nonka, Nonsa, Golim, Mikma, Doyan, Mariaun, Bleorm, Saba, Soba. Ounakis, Lucifitias, Peripsodus, Abrasa, Nonkuf, Nonsef, Nietaim, Chaos, Geo, Tilmad, Bahahat, Dumplos, Toat, Nonkuf, Nonsef, Gimikausama, Lorasen, Tov, Glomar, Biare, Adoigo, Torzup, Eaudaf, Go, Holkaus, Go, Tabard, Sanir, or Christias, Europoil, Theombel. Bruce dear tell no one paid or spa udorumne Zliena elzaptil parmge peripsax otakurlas boapis lenim of cosimp or Christia sagtol torn mirk Teobelel ton pam bendilsmo aspian or Christias ogletol ton parak paraok simp cordis dopaldod fifals lesmanan or fargetil or farget Banzuma was conispra urawa wax tonug or scatbel noas metanges le with mong unke till mors bagle wahul cordzis la catamau ixo mexipo kakokasum gosa baglien Petanta Babylon would forget Tilak Vavimareax Tozoadreax Oroka Aboapre Tabaore Preas Artabas Adrapan Kursta Dobix Yolcambreaze Arquasior Urquasum Catendug Repair Pauxit Sagacor Vamelod Pardzar Kakrung Kakarg Wevi Kormpat Tors of Zakar Zamran Naspit Sibse Batmana Desurzastia Baltan Udo Kikleka Udo Zazma Plaple Ead Namad. I felt sort of a crawling in the east and the south upon my skin. Sort of a pressure up from on my chin and, from the ground direction. But I didn't feel it. Well, I still feel it. I don't feel it coming down upon me, and sort of a greenish brown swirls coming from towards the west, that direction, coming from the other side of the stone, it looks like little specks on the other side. And if somebody shares their experience or has a question, I am willing to answer that before I close here. And so I'm not seeing anything, but